Hello guys, this is the astrology for the week of March 25th through the 31st. Yes, it is. And we still have Aries in the sun. So rebirth and new beginnings, okay? Everybody's starting something new this week. And I feel like this week is going to be focused on something different. That's why I'm waiting for the card to come out for Aries in the sun. You're focusing on yourself, your material existence, what it is that you're bringing into fruition when it comes to your physical, tangible things in your life, home, career, money. Okay, and I feel like you are putting the fire behind your butt, okay, to get what you need. You're starting new beginnings in career, thinking about what it is that you want to manifest. What are your desires? What do you want? Building up. You're gonna have like a a boost of self-confidence to do that, okay? The 31st, you have Venus going into Taurus. This is a time of sensuality and needing comfort and pleasure from all things, whether it's money or food or people, sex, okay, things like that. This is also a good time because it is Taurus to look for stable relationships. This is where relationships take a stance to be something more stable if that's where it is going. So you'll know around this time. Yeah. You're going to have balance in relationships that are nurturing, okay? There's going to be prioritizing towards growth in these relationships. Someone's going to take control to make things stronger, to fortify stronger relationships. And you're going to realize that you're going to celebrate, work together. There could be an offer of marriage during this time, more stability, as I said before, okay? The full moon is in Libra. And this full moon talks about balance. Things that are not being of balance for you, things that do not work in your life, you will be reevaluating them. Reevaluating your wants and your needs. Things that haven't been working for you or have been conflicting in romantic relationships are going to get cut out. Okay? They're going to be cut out of your life fully. Now for career. This is not really career, but anything past memories that you're holding on to, okay? You're reevaluating past memories, thoughts, things that you hold very dear to you, but you're not seeing the truth of the matter. That's what's going on, okay? You're building up your confidence during this full moon, definitely, okay? Let me think. You're building up your confidence on things that weren't in balance with you. It's very interesting because what I'm seeing is there are two different sides of a situation. There's the side that you focus on and the one that you don't out of fear. You're going to bring these two things together and find confidence within that, within those things. So things that you were feeling bad about or crying over spilled milk about, things that have broken your heart or things that you have separated from, things that you aren't paying attention to because you feel like they're a loss, you're going to start working with these things to help you. Yeah, you're going to take it to a whole nother mental level, okay? And move forward with this knowledge and with these ideas. Beautiful. That's really, really good, actually. So thank you so much for listening to your astrology. And here are your tarot readings. Thank you. Hello. This is the weekly reading for the sign of air. Element of air. I always say that, guys, don't I? The element of air. Okay. And we're going to start with Gemini. Okay, so Spirit, what do you have for Gemini for March 25th through 31st? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to at this time of March 25th through 31st? You had some cards fall out. The Hermit, High Priestess in reverse, Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, two Kings, Page of Swords, two Kings. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. So, okay. You might be doing a lot to ensure your happiness, Gemini, okay? So be careful about doing too much, okay? You have to do enough, and then you have to let things flow, okay? I feel like you're trying to hinder things from flowing. It feels to me like you just want ultimate happiness, or you want things to just be good, and you want to put a hand in manifesting that greatness. So you have the Hermit here, which means that you're doing a lot of introspection this week, okay? Thinking about things that just may not be fitting right with you right now, okay? It's about doing a reality check, and that's what you're doing. But it's like a spiritual reality check. Like your intuition is telling you that there needs to be a reality check. It's different from the Judgment in reverse, because the Judgment in reverse is a reality check, but it's like physically, shit isn't right. Excuse my language, you know? But this is more like spiritually. So it's about focusing on that you do have great things in your life. Good things are happening. You have some sort of stability going on with you, and that's something you should be proud about, okay? The Page of Swords tells me that there is a message about that coming to you, or you should expand on that knowledge of happiness, okay? You're definitely in control of your finances, your home, your family, and your direction this week, which is beautiful, okay? The only bad card that I see here, and I wouldn't even say bad, is a High Priestess in reverse. And that's only because you need to get in touch with your inner self, okay? You do a lot of introspection on your life, and your life is in order. I feel like you have direction, you know where you're going, you're starting new ideas, but you have to realize the happiness that you do have. It's time for you to understand that you are happy and you can have happiness, okay? I feel like you're healing from a broken heart or a separation from someone. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I heard a water sign as well, so I'm going to say you're definitely healing from that, and you've been doing a lot of introspection. So I feel like emotionally, that's where you need to do the reality check in your life. There's that water sign, okay, which is the Queen of Cups in reverse. This water sign may be manipulative, and it feels like you may need to do a reality check on this person in your emotional life, okay? I feel like your intuition is at play here, especially with those two cards, but they're both in reverse, which lets me know that there's something you need to pay attention to when it comes to your emotions, whether it be about this person or about situations regarding your emotions, okay? And realize that you have everything that you need now, while you're healing with that. This person has been manipulative in your life, and I feel like they've kept you trapped in your mind, and you're coming out of that. You're coming out of that. I do feel like when this person does come back around, you kind of overthink the situation, and it gets you put back where you were. And you do need to change your perspective on what happiness is to you, on what the Ten of Cups is to you, what ultimate happiness is, what family is, what all those things are, because you've missed out on something that could have been actually good for you. I don't feel like it's a water sign though, okay? I do feel like you did miss out on something that was good for you, and now you're making the decision to let yourself from out of the reins of being held down by your emotions to a particular person or this water sign, okay? You have relationship. So like I said before, you are dealing with your relationships around you, and I feel like you have them together this week, Gemini, especially when it comes to career, stability, family, your direction about where you want to go in life. All that's together. The problem is when it comes to relationships, that's where it kind of falls to the wayside, I feel. Okay, and I do feel like you are, you know, you are working on that and becoming a better person in that area of your life, but it's just a call to do a reality check on emotional issues and relationship issues. Okay, you can't use that. Whew, so I'm hearing that you can't use that as an excuse anymore, that you need to get your life together or you need to find your direction, because you have that mastered. So now you need to start focusing on your relationships. Okay, so next we have Libra. Spirit, what do you have for Libra for March 25th through 31st? What would you like Libra to know or pay attention to or be aware of for March 25th through 31st? Libra, March 25th through 31st, 2018. You actually had a lot of cards that wanted to fall out, but I was stopping them from falling out. So I'm just going to let them fall out for you, Libra. All right. They're telling me to stop here. So you have the Magician, King of Cups in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. Oops, 6 cards. 5 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Wands, and the Justice in reverse. You had an extra card that wanted to fall out, and it was the 9 of Wands. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Hangman and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? So, you're trying to change your perspective on home life, maybe family. Maybe you're having an issue with family and you're trying to change your perspective, or change your perspective on what it is that you want for the future when it comes to stability. And I feel like something has been keeping you blocked. Maybe it could be hurt. The past, you're keeping that blocked from yourself and focusing more on career. And that's where you're putting your energy and effort, so you don't have to deal with other things this month. So you do have the power to change anything you want this week, Libra, especially with the Magician card, okay? You have the power to manipulate and create this week. Your emotions may be a little bit out of whack. You may be dealing with someone whose emotions are a little bit out of whack coming towards you. But how you're handling that, because you have the power, you're cutting off that, you're putting a rest to that energy where you just keep going through a cycle with this person or this situation. You're not allowing this to come towards you anymore. You're utilizing some sort of new idea that you have about your emotions. You're taking a new direction. You've made a decision on how to deal with that person or your emotions, so you can stop this 5 of Swords energy, which means that you're in control. Okay, so you definitely do have that wall up that I see here, because you have been hurt. So you're thinking about what you're bringing into your life that is stable, and changing your perspective and thinking about things differently. Okay, you have the Chariot in reverse, which means that you may not know your particular direction right now, but you do know that you don't want this situation. Okay, there is definitely an injustice that you are trying to right here. Okay, I feel like any unfairness or dishonesty, you are cutting that out, because you're starting a new path. And you're changing. I heard Changes. That song Changes. I think it's on the Dreamgirls soundtrack. Which is interesting that I say that. I do not like the Dreamgirls. I know. You do have the 4 of Swords here. So this is you putting a rest to that negative or manipulative energy. And you are taking control. Okay, there may be that the other person is trying to over control you. Someone is trying to over control you, or you're trying to over control your emotions, or this lack of direction. But I really feel like it's the other person, because you're starting something new. I feel like you do think about the past. You do think about the memories, and someone is trying to come back in to kind of manipulate or make things happen, but you're definitely putting an end to it. It's done. Okay, you're putting distance between you and that other person. Separation. You're separating yourself, very much so. Okay, those ideas, those memories, you're walking away from, because there's no clarity. There's no stability. There's no, this is what we want, this is what's going to happen. So you're not going to allow that to happen. So you're putting walls up for yourself, Libra, this week, for good reason, because you're trying to gain control and start something new, being more cooperative with yourself. Be honest with yourself, and that's what you're doing this week, Libra. You're being completely honest with yourself and what it is that you want, what it is that's for you, what it is that's owed to you. You're doing that. So proud of you. This is a lot of good energy. It's strong, it's dedicated, it's, I don't know, it's really good energy. Very determined. Okay, so last but not least, we have Aquarius. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for Aquarius for March 25th through 31st? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? King of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Hierophant in reverse, the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles. This is a pretty good spread, guys. Six of Cups. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Empress in reverse. Okay, so with these two cards, I feel like, okay, Aquarius, so I feel like you're in a relationship. This could be any situation, but I'm just going to base it off relationship. If it doesn't, then you can decipher it any way you choose. Okay, so to me right now, this feels like a relationship. And it feels like it's at the short term. There's no real long-term plans about the relationship. You don't feel good about that. That's not a situation that you want to be in. That's not a situation that makes you feel good. Spirit told me to pull over one card. And I feel like with the Hangman in reverse, I feel like you have been allowing this to happen for some time, and you're about to change that. Okay, you're about to pull the rug from out under the person and be like, are we doing this? Are we not doing this? What's happening? Okay, this is like getting final decisions here. Okay, but you sacrificing yourself. Like, I really like you. I really want to be here. I really want to be with you. Let's do this. Tell me what you want. Okay, you're in control. You have a path. You're going towards something. Okay, you know what you want, and it has something to do with love. I'm hearing love eludes you. Love eludes me. Okay, so you may feel like there's this opportunity because your cup's been overflowing. It feels really good. You don't want to lose it. You have some direction. This person that you're dealing with may be rebellious. You may even have this rebellious spirit as well. But I feel like you want something stable, believe it or not. You want something official. You want something, I want to say, in writing. Okay, you have very good memories about this person. You have very good memories about this situation. This could also be someone that you used to be in a relationship coming back to you to offer you something, but you're already invested or doing something with someone else. So you're definitely putting in the investment. Maybe having them meet children, I'm getting for some of you. It feels like you want to step further, less than marriage, but further than just seeing each other. Maybe like dating or boyfriend or girlfriend or fiance, but not quite to that spot. Promise ring, something like that. It's like you just want a steady direction and you're taking control. Definitely with these two cards, Aquarius, you are taking control of a situation because you know the direction that you want to go in. And it has to do with love. You don't want it to elude you. You want to put in the actual time and show that you want to maintain this love situation. Okay? Yes. You have the Four of Cups in reverse. This is about making a decision. So I feel like for a long time you may have been unmotivated or not really like feeling it. Not like feeling it, but just kind of like, well, this is what we are. That's changing, okay? You want a relationship. You want to offer. I feel like you're going to offer this to them if they don't offer this to you, okay? And I feel like you're going to do it in a very unconventional way, and I do feel like the person will appreciate that. And this is causing you to move forward. You want to invest time in something that is going forward. You want to know that both of you are actually on the same path and going the same place, okay? And I feel like everything's going to be fine. This card is also about, you know, people from the past, but it's also a card of very good memories, very good feelings, okay? So it's a positive card. Yeah, you're definitely putting it into something, to this lack of relationship or lack of commitment. You're putting an end to that. And you're moving these good feelings forward. You're acting on them because you want them to continue. You want to make sure also that you have victory in a situation. You don't want to feel like you don't have victory. So you're definitely changing your perspective on something you were doing where it seemed very short term. But you want to make sure that you have abundance in what it is that you're in, and you're not just playing around with something. That's what I'm getting with this, okay? Your card is notice the signs, and that's what you're doing. You're starting to notice the signs maybe that this person is falling off, that they're not maybe doing as much as they were, and you are making the changes. I feel like you're making the changes. You're pushing the buttons. You're doing the thing. Maybe at first you didn't know what you wanted. I'm going to say that. But I feel like now, whether this be to the idea of the person you're with or your own specific idea, it's going to move forward this week. Okay? All right, so thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next week. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye.